Yeah, so CSK have won the El Clasico, and MI for yet another time since 2012 has now lost their opening game. Well, they didn't. Sorry, well they didn't post a very competitive total, and at one point it looked like CSK would surely have it like a cakewalk, but things turned a bit complicated. And I mean, it was a dream debut for Vignesh Puttur, to be honest, with not a great deal of competitive level cricket having played, but he still showed his class on the day, and he was the one who turned the game on its head. CSK lost those wickets in the middle, but Rachin Ravindra stayed till the end and just helped CSK drive home. Well, so Ritam might be a bit dejected now, but he's joined me to discuss about this game and the game in the morning where it was sort of a death bath for the bowlers. So if Ritam shares something.
Exactly. Not really dejected. I mean, in the previous live also, we really discussed about that Chennai has built the team uh, uh, thinking about this ground only. I mean, CSK is very, very strong in these conditions. I mean, their team is suited for these conditions. And of course, they showed why they are. So, I mean, of course, I expected a little bit of better batting from Mumbai Indians. I know that the condition is quite tricky here. I mean, the spinners are, I mean, absolutely brilliant. Uh, Having said that, I expected a better batting from Mumbai Indians, but I don't know why Rohit absolutely failed today to score any run. I mean, all these things. Sky and
Yeah, so
Sky.
and Noor Ahmed, I mean Noor Ahmed, to be honest, was superb in that spell. To be
Super.
honest, he picked up 4 wickets, and the way CSK
Oh,
bid for him in the auction, I mean, he bid set away 10 for him to avoid getting RTM'd by Gujarat, and he was good in the first match. We need to look for the other matches, but yeah, surely he was superb. And the other bowlers also, Khalil with in that power play, picking up the wickets of
Khalil,
Rohit
exactly.
and Ryan Rickelton.
Exactly. I mean, if I see the batting lineup, Sky and Tilak Verma were trying to build a partnership, and they were doing it quite well. I mean, I thought that uh, if they were on the crease, they would be able to put on quite a good amount of run on the board. But then again, absolute brilliant bowling from CSK. They didn't allow them to actually be on the crease for a long time. And except from them, Deepak Chahar batted really well. And if I say about batting, CSK's batting, Ruturaj Gaikwad absolutely. I mean, it didn't seem that he is batting on Chennai pitch. I mean, when all the other batters were trying to rotate the strike and score some runs, struggling a bit. I mean, Ruturaj Gaikwad was just absolutely brilliant with his bat. I mean, he was batting with almost 200 plus strike rate. It was a great batting by him, and we lost the match. To be honest, I mean, I expected some kind of competitiveness, and it happened. I wouldn't say that it didn't happen, but the turning point was Ruturaj Gaikwad's batting, I would say. Then again, Rachin Ravindra batted really well. He actually played the anchor role here, scored his 50 and guided CSK uh, to victory. And of course, you told about Vignesh. It's a dream debut for him. I mean, bowled really well, picked up 3 wickets. Didn't give much
Yeah, Ruturaj's knock sort
to
of
the
proved to
CSK
be the
back.
difference because playing at almost 200 strike
Exactly.
rate in the power play on that kind of a pitch. And also,
Exactly.
Rachin Ravindra, the way he showed maturity and stayed on till the end when the wickets were falling all around him.
Exactly. Actually, when Ruturaj was on the crease, I thought that this game will be gone very soon. I mean, but then again, Gaikwad's wicket fell and Vignesh picked up some other wickets, and there was a point when MI was on the game, but I think said batters were there anyhow. MI was to lose the match, and to be very honest, if somebody asks me why we lost the match, I'll say it's Ruturaj's batting, brilliant piece of batting by him. That's what I need. That's what I talk about today's match.
Yeah, and even I mean, to be honest, if we have a short chat about the first match also, so I mean that was surely a dead butt for the bowlers and the
Of
way
course.
I
I
mean
mean,
both just went about their batting.
of course, sure. I mean, we all expected this kind of batting from SRH, to be very honest. If you say that we didn't expect this kind of batting from SRH, it would be a total lie. I mean, we all knew that Travis said, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Henrik Klassen, Nitish Kumar Reddy, all are there and all, they will go for it. We all knew that. I mean, and exactly that happened. I will say that SRH has brought a revolution in IPL, in T20 cricket, with the way they bat nowadays. And exactly Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma, all of them went for it from the very first ball. Uh, we all know about Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head, but actually the man whom should we talk about today is Ishan Kishan. I mean, what a brilliant innings by him. Scored 100 of 47 balls only. I don't know the exact number, but I think 106 or something like that. Uh, Excellent batting performance by him. I mean, absolutely belted Jofra Archer and other bowlers all over the ground. Very sad to see that Jofra Archer didn't pay off well. I mean, he became the most expensive bowler today in the history of IPL. Earlier, it was Basil Thampi, I guess, and Archer today broke his record. It's a sorry record to be honest. But that's it. I mean, Jofra Archer bowled really well, and this will hurt Rajasthan Royals too much because they relied on Jofra Archer well too much, but and it didn't pay off well. So absolutely good cameo from both Nitish Kumar Reddy and Henrik Klassen, and they posted 286 at a time. It was looking that they would cross the 300 mark, but ultimately it didn't happen. And if you say about Rajasthan Royals, they really tried well, but uh, from the very first ball, Yashishi Jaiswal looked a little desperate, and it's quite obvious because when you have such a huge run to chase, you will try to hit the ball from the first ball only. But uh, actually, in his desperation, he lost his wicket quite early. Otherwise, Samson tried really well. Dhruv Jurel batted really well, and Shubham Dubey. I mean, these three were the one whom I should talk about. They batted really well. They posted 242. Took the game close, but to be honest, it was a huge run to chase, and we all knew that it's very, very tough. I mean, next to impossible, if not impossible, to chase such a huge amount of run. But they tried well. That's what I'm going to say. I mean, the pitch was absolute flat take. I mean, batting paradise for both the teams, and absolutely hell for the bowlers, I would say. That's about the first match.
Hi, I have joined. Hello, Ritam.
So yes, Abhishek is there. Abhishek, we were talking about today, both the matches of today. I gave a preview. So what's your take on the match or between MI and CSK?
I
What's your
think
take?
a thriller of a match. I think both the sides really played well. Mumbai with a bit of, I would say, a depleted side without the likes of Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah. Still they
Exactly.
managed to give a they managed to give a good show. That young boy Vignesh, what is his full name? I need to see. Uh,
Vignesh, let me check. It's
yeah. So that boy from Kerala, he bowled really
Vignesh
really
Puthur.
well. Vignesh Puthur. So he bowled really well, and I think first of all, I think MI was I think 10-15 runs short in this pitch. I think that otherwise it could have been a thriller of a contest, and I think some captaincy decisions I would like when Puttur bowled 3 overs, why he wasn't given the next over, why they kept him till the end. That was, I think, it was with the momentum at that point of time. So had they gone there with them, they could have got one more wicket maybe, and uh, we all know that Dhoni has struggled with spin in the past, so maybe they that could have opened the gates for them. But
Exactly.
Rachin Ravindra, the way he played, I mean, he just took the game and just carried the batting. I think he has shown us in time to time, be it the Test series against India last year, or like the way he can play spin so well. So I think, in my view, he was the player of the match. Like,
Player of the match, but today I was discussing with Saptarshi only that to be very honest, if you actually closely look, the actual difference should be Ruturaj Gaikwad's innings. I mean,
absolutely, the
everybody
way he
was
played
playing
it.
at a striker, 120, 130 striker, but Gaikwad's striker was almost 200 plus, and then he scored 50 plus runs. I mean, excellent. It didn't
Absolutely,
seem that he was
absolutely.
batting on a Chennai pitch.
Yes, yes, yes. And mostly, I think the bowlers in the power play would have been a bit. I think the likes of Trent Bolt and Deepak Char leaked a lot of runs. So I think had they been a bit controlled, like they done a controlled bowling, I think the difference would have been. I think Mumbai Indians could have given a fight. So they lost the match from there onwards. Like in 6 overs, I
Exactly.
think 60 runs were
Excellent
already made.
bowling from
So it all.
also.
Sorry, from.
An excellent bowling performance from CSK also. I mean, they restricted the
Yeah,
MI
yeah.
batters so well that they couldn't actually
Especially the
build
likes
a
of,
proper partnership.
especially the
Yeah.
likes of especially the likes of Noor Ahmed and
No, no, no.
I think Ashwin also bowled well today. All the bowlers were bowled well. Khalil Ahmed taking the two key wickets the key wicket of Rohit Sharma. I think that was also one big moment from the game.
No, there is a question that I want to ask you. I mean, we all know about Rohit Sharma's capability. I mean, he's a great white ball bowler for the national team. But since last 8 years, we have seen in IPL he has failed to perform or deliver some impactful knock. So, what's your thought on that?
Yeah, I think that also that's also a question in my mind for a lot of time. That when he plays for the national side, he plays so well. Um, he delivers big match winning performances. But when it comes to the IPL side, I don't know that what happens to him. Like doesn't he take it much seriously, or what happens to him? Like I don't know. So that's a big question. That's a big question to me also. Uh, and
So
I
another
think
question is we discussed in the previous live also that this Chennai team is suited for this ground very well. I mean, we saw that today also that this is a very scary looking site for this particular ground, this condition. So,
absolutely.
what's your take on suppose some other teams will come to play Chennai Super Kings, play against Chennai Super Kings in this ground. So, what should be their plan, strategy to counter Chennai Super Kings? What should you think? What do you think?
I think first of all, I think from the bowling side they should look like who are the good spinners for them. and the players who play spin well, they should be given going top of the order. Like if we talk about RCB, you have guys like Rajat Patidar who can play spin well, so he should come a bit top the order and try taking the attack. Hendrich Klassen from SRH is another example. Abhishek Sharma is another example who can play well. So those like so teams like those like we have need to say you have Travis Head also who has a good record against spin. So I think those teams can challenge CSK. But like teams like there are some more teams which don't play spin that well. They will be troubled, especially the foreigners. So most of the foreigners they normally struggle against spin. So CSK will be a tough ground for them
I guess
to
also
bat.
KKR should find it quite tough because they do not have
Absolutely.
designated spin hitters in their team.
And the way they choked
If
against
Rasul
spin
doesn't play well.
and the way they choked against spin yesterday against Krunal Pandya, then it's a
Exactly.
serious concern for KKR also. So I think yeah, teams like as you mentioned, KKR, like Rahane doesn't have that good record against spin as he against space. So they will be they will be having a great trouble unless Nareen also gives them a start. Nareen plays well against spin, so that
Exactly. But
remains to be
Narin
seen.
should stay there for a long time, I mean, to make an impact.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the power play overs, it should stay. So
Uh,
we don't have a comment.
what's your take on the first match? It was a, I mean, complete uh, hell of a match. I mean, so
It
many
was
runs
complete hell of
scored
a
on
match.
a single.
Close to 500 runs, like more than 500 runs in 40 overs. I think a perfect IPL match, I would say. And I think Hyderabad, we have already seen that like it's a very bad ground for the bowlers, and like 250 plus scores are now common in Hyderabad grounds. And when you have players like Travis Head, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Abhishek Sharma, the likes of Hendrich Klassen, then it makes a team more deadly.
Yeah, and also Jofra Archer. I mean, this was the Jofra Archer who won the player of the tournament last time he played for Rajasthan Royals, and today he created another record, but one record which he wouldn't have wished for, the highest ever runs considered in 4 overs in an IPL game.
I think bowling has taken a serious dip post the 2019 World Cup. I think I've said it again and again,
No, I
but
think
this
not
is not the
2019 because even in 2020 he played well for RR. I think it was mostly in the 2021-22 phase when he started struggling with those injuries and missed those 2 years of cricket. Then he came back in
Yeah.
MI, struggled in 2023.
yes, yes, and the story continues. I think means this is not the Jofra Archer we have known in 2019 World Cup. And if you see the Champions Trophy or if you see the T20s against India where he played, he struggled very badly. So I think he should up his
I mean,
game now.
I can remember two shots from Ishan Kishan that was played against Jofra Archer through the cover region. It was a lofted kind of shot that went for six. I mean, such a classy shots. I mean, those two shots define that how much decline Jofra Archer has faced over the years. I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean, in the live also we discussed about Jofra's form. We said that if Jofra doesn't perform well, it would be very difficult for RR bowling lineup to actually post something good. And exactly that happened. Uh, it was an excellent performance from SRH. And I also from Rajasthan Royals also. I mean, they batted really, but it's very tough to chase 286 runs, 287 runs. It's very tough.
286 runs, it's very tough.
I mean, once in a blue moon,
Although they also made 242, but it's very tough.
exactly. So this is about the match. So tomorrow is LSG versus DC. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, so
What do
that's
you
the
think
match
about the
which
match?
everyone is waiting for with a lot of badla masala in it, revenge masala, and X playing against X. Pant,
Hmm.
Rahul, Goenka, all three guys involved in it.
Exactly. And Rahul is playing for DC this time, and so someone has commented SRH is scoring 250s for fun, like Rohit used to score double hundreds and such.
Absolutely.
I think
I think they have done
uh,
four 250 plus in I think from last year. So
exactly, and uh, this is what they will do. I mean, there are a lot of 250 plus scores are on the way. This will happen more frequently in the near future, and we must get used to it. I mean, the opponent teams, I think, must come up with some strong strategy against them if they want to restrict them within 200 or below 200. Otherwise, I don't see them stopping. If you give them flat
See,
decks,
one way is to
them
put them
flat,
under the pressure of a chase. They struggled in chases we saw last time, apart from maybe a few
exactly.
instances. Or you
It
need
was a
someone to
very
bowl a dream spell like Mitchell Stark did.
Mrs. Sagar. And the pitch
well,
also helped
that
for
also he
Mitchell
did in
Stark.
not in Hyderabad. I think he did in I
Chennai.
don't Chennai,
One
so
was in Chennai, and the other one very bold ahead was in Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. So
Ahmedabad.
it
Exactly.
it was not the Hyderabad ground, right? So yeah,
Yeah, so
I think
DC as of now might feel themselves safe from Travis Head with Mitchell Stark there.
absolutely, and I
But
think
the pitch
and
should do something. I mean, the ball was swinging, so the swinging conditions should be there at least for the first 2 to 3 overs.
yeah, like
So that I
in
mean
day
we
game,
know
I
that
don't think you will not get much swing. I think under lights
exactly,
there might be
exactly.
a chance.
End of the
Yeah,
line,
maybe in Chepauk they might attack themselves them straight away with the spinners or something. It's not easy to clear the boundaries so many times in Chepauk, but I mean, apart from Chepauk, I really don't see any of the other grounds where you can really trouble them. To be honest,
exactly.
Yeah,
So
and
tomorrow
we are talking
LSG
about
is
CSK's dominance at homes. I think SRH is also having great dominance at home if they
yeah.
play like this.
And so tomorrow,
exactly.
what is your prediction? LSG versus DC.
I'm
I
going
would
for
say
It's
DC.
DC.
very of course. See, as we discussed, LSG's batting lineup looks very strong. But I think they have serious issues with their bowling. LSG, but DC's team is very balanced, and we have already discussed that they are front runner in terms of playing the playoffs this year. I mean, it's our prediction. So DC's team look more balanced. So I think DC have a edge over LSG for tomorrow's game. I don't know what's going to happen. I will expect that Rahul play a good role, so masala stories will come and
Yeah. Also, I think
run
DC bowling is pretty much well oriented. I would say they have got two of the best spinners in the
exactly.
Indian contingent in
Akshar
Akshar
Patel and
and Kuldeep
Dev.
Yadav, and then they have got Mukesh, who was decent with them over the last two seasons. Mitchell Stark,
Exactly.
yeah, with
Yeah,
Mitchell Stark,
we also need to check how the pitch behaves. So if the DC
yeah,
offers some kind of spin, then in the two spinners will be very much lethal.
that is the match. It's in Ekana or Arun Jaitley. Let me check. Okay, it's in
I think both.
Vishakhapatnam. So
Andhra Pradesh.
Vishakhapatnam also is not a very low scoring pitch. If we go back to
Why
the last
is it
year,
in Vishakhapatnam?
because DC will play two of their home games in Vizag.
Okay,
Vizag.
Yeah, last year also it happened, and in one of the games, KKR scored 273. The other one, I think they scored 200, and CSK couldn't chase it down. They scored 180, 190, something of that sort.
Exactly,
okay.
exactly. I guess. No, no. Sorry, it
Yeah,
was LSG.
yeah. Those were the two games in Vizag, and the next one, Nadine scored that 78 or something. Ishant bowled a Yorker to Russell. I remember in the last over.
Yeah, that was a pitch over delivery.
Yeah, so to be honest, DC bowling lineup is good. I would say they have got Mukesh, then Stark. Stark will pick up some wickets. Maybe can be a bit expensive also. Natarajan is very good at the death. We know his skills, and I think they've got a decent bowling lineup. Their batting also is looks decent. In fact, very good. I would say because Faf is an experienced customer in the IPL. Then JFM
Yes.
again, he's sort of a customer who can break open the game in the power play only, or he can give you nothing. So he's again that kind of a guy. Then they've got Stubbs, and who else have they got in the that middle order? I don't okay, Rahul is
But if
there, Porel
if
is there.
JFM, like as you mentioned, if he wins the three matches also, I think he has done his job.
Yeah, so with JFM, you are not expecting him to give you a 500, 600 run season, to be honest. When you bought him, definitely you wouldn't have expected that. But what you would expect from him is win you 3 or 4 matches single handedly with the bat.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's the difference between, say,
And
suppose the
sort
likes
of
of JFM.
instill a feeling of fear in the opponent's mind, something which Travis Head has now managed to do. I mean, whenever you come up against a team with Travis Head in it, no matter what the conditions was, the stakes, you feel that bit of fear in your mind.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
who knows better than us Indians? The semi-final, before the semi-final, there were 11 players playing in Australia team, and all were talking about Travis Head. So that is the,
Yeah,
I think, the kind of, I think, fear he has instilled in bowlers'
yeah.
minds.
So I think DC again, but yeah, don't rule out LSG because if their batting clicks, they have the potential of scoring big. Markram is a decent guy. Marsh, if he gets going, he can score big.
Yeah,
Then again,
Marsh is
there's
also kind of a JFM kind of a player. Like when he goes, he can go big.
yeah, on his day he can score a 50 of 20, something of that sort. Then they have got Pant. I'm not sure how much Pant is in form or whatever because he hasn't played a lot of cricket over the last 2 months since the BGT. Then
Yeah,
there's Miller and Puran, two of the most destructive batters in T20 cricket.
Stoinis is
Exactly.
playing for which team?
Punjab.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, and LSG. I mean their next match after tomorrow is in Hyderabad against SRH. So they will face SRH in Hyderabad with Shardul Thakur, Avesh Khan, Mohsin is there, right? Shabazz and all these guys. So I
Man,
mean,
I'm seeing, I'm feeling that 300 might be possible with that bowling. LSG's bowling is a bit weak to say.
to be honest, LSG bowling on paper looks pretty weak or rusty, or what I should say, undercooked, I would say, because they don't have a lot of experience, and even experienced guys like Shardul don't have a very good reputation in current times, to be honest. Shardul had a poor season with CSK also last year. Before that, again with KKR also, he leaked a lot of runs. So Shardul has just lost his touch, and Shardul again, he's sort of a hot and cold kind of guy. He will pick up 2 wickets, and he will concede 30 runs in 1 over.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah,
The
so
bowling
Ritik is
line of
saying 300 loading in next match.
let's hope for it.
Yeah, and I mean SRH, I think, yeah, CSK actually will feel happy that they are playing SRH only in Chepauk, not playing them in Hyderabad, because I think they will
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
better playing them at Chepauk than at Hyderabad. RCB also playing them in Chinnaswamy, but then Chinnaswamy and Hyderabad are twin brothers only.
Chinnaswamy is, I mean, will be worse than Hyderabad. I
Yeah, in
think
Hyderabad at
runs
least, I
must
mean
go
the
there.
boundaries are a bit
The boundary
um,
size is quite big.
yeah, the
Exactly.
square boundaries are a bit big then. Yeah, so actually, I mean, I remember 5 6 years back
man.
Hyderabad used to be a sort of slow wicket because you remember those two finals which MI won by say 1 run each, and both were at Hyderabad
Exactly.
where they defended 131
Exactly.
against RPS and then
The
140.
pitches are also changing. I mean, as we discussed the previous day, that Ekana pitch has changed quite a lot, and this
Yeah,
IPL
even
we'll
Ekana
see
has been
whether
changed,
it has
and
changed.
even Chepok also today wasn't sort of a maybe minefield. Yeah, it just sort of that you can't score a lot in that old ball, but it wasn't like it was turning square from ball one. Maybe MI lost a few wickets which they shouldn't have in the
Exactly,
power play,
exactly.
and
The
that
ball
just
was not spinning that much. I think it was running a bit slow to the bat. That might have happened. Hello.
Yeah, I think Satash's voice. I think he got disconnected, or his internet is causing some issues.
So yes, we'll be so. All I have to say today is that the three matches have happened till date, and uh, three of the matches are very unique in their own way. I mean, the recent match was kind of old school kind of match where 150 or 160 was scored, and the game went
yeah,
till 20. And then
yeah. So
again,
it's like
the
that
previous match we
20.
saw extreme the modern day cricket, and yesterday's match was the balance between these two. So I think,
Yeah, I mean, in
yeah,
2013, RCB scored that 263, and then for 11 years that remained a record. Only coming to 2024, the record has now been broken, I think, 4 or 5 times.
exactly, exactly. Uh,
Yeah, so I think,
as I was saying, I mean, SRH has brought a revolution in terms of that. I mean, they are consistently putting up 250 plus runs on the board. I mean, they are doing it consistently. No other team is doing it. SRH is doing it.
yeah, and
It's
also, I
it's a
mean, you
great thing.
can't just mention ki it was the Hyderabad pitch because of which, because if you look here, where did their top scores come? Their top scores only once,
Exactly,
one of those 250 plus came in Hyderabad, another came in Chinnaswamy, another I think came in Kotla. I mean, which is Arun Jaitley now.
exactly.
Arun Jaitley pitch also used to.
Yeah, now Arun Jaitley has also
Hello,
turned
sir.
into a sort of flat deck with short boundaries and all. So I think, yeah, maybe time to wrap this up. And
Exactly, we'll be looking for a very good match
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Uh,
So tomorrow we will surely look for another thriller. Maybe a lot of stakes involved in the match. So let's see what turns up. Cheers. Goodbye.
exactly. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.